Welcome to the deep dive. You know, I was just thinking about how often we find ourselves kind of running a solo race. Like when life gets tough, or maybe it's not even tough, just persistently difficult, do you automatically tell someone? Or do you find yourself just holding your breath, putting on that brave face, and quietly carrying whatever it is? That's really the question we're digging to today. We've been looking at a really fascinating mix of sources. Some recent psych studies on resilience, burnout.
And sociological stuff on work culture too, right?
Exactly. And some really powerful personal stories from people who work with emotional intelligence. And this theme just kept coming up. It was striking. Sometimes the hardest thing isn't the problem itself. It's
Hmm.
the silence around it. That pressure we feel to just keep going, keep functioning, while inside maybe things are quietly falling apart.
Yeah.
And if you felt that quiet weight, our sources all seem to agree it's incredibly real. It matters, even if nobody else sees it.
And what's really interesting in the material is that this deep dive isn't so much about those big dramatic crises. It's more about what one study calls subthreshold distress. That sort of slow, quiet struggle that just wears you down over time.
Like a slow leak instead of a burst pipe.
Exactly. It's not the sudden storm, it's the weight you carry every single day, and you feel like you can never actually put it down. So our mission today, really, is to pull out the key insights from all this material, give you a clear view of what might be going on under the surface, and maybe offer some unexpected ways to think about navigating it, like a shortcut to understanding resilience beyond just the usual advice.
And when you're caught up in that feeling, those inner whispers can be pretty loud, can't they?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so tired. Why is everything so hard? I don't know how much more I can take.
Our sources are really clear. This isn't weakness, it's just human. It's a response to being under pressure for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
There's this concept, I think it was Dr. Hansen's work on ambiguous grief.
Oh, right.
It talks about pain that doesn't really have a name, like this dull sadness or quiet anxiety that just kind of sits on your chest, like a hum in the background.
Exactly. It doesn't scream, it just hums, making everything feel a bit harder, a bit heavier, like waking up exhausted, or your eyes stinging for no reason, or just feeling not enough, even when you're doing everything right.
Those feelings are valid.
Mhm.
And the sources actually give some surprising clarity on where they come from, which brings up a big question, doesn't it? Why is it so hard to just admit that?
Mm.
And the sources point to this societal pressure, almost, this expectation to always be positive, always performing,
Always are.
always on. Yeah, Professor Lewis talks about that, the emotional labor involved in just pretending to be fine. So this deep dive, it's kind of offering a different space, like Dr. Sarah Chen calls it radical honesty.
I like that. Radical honesty.
Yeah, there's no pressure here to suddenly fix yourself or perform strength you don't actually feel.
Yeah.
One of the key texts we looked at puts it really well. Your worth is inherent, not contingent on your current capacity,
That's powerful.
isn't it? So if you've been fighting these battles alone, the message from our sources is, we see you. Your experience is real. It matters. We hope this deep dive can be like a grounded, informed place for your tired heart to just land for a bit. Because healing, according to pretty much everything we read, it often starts with just admitting, maybe even just to yourself, I'm struggling right now.
And that's okay.
Totally okay. Doesn't mean you're broken. It just means you're human. You're going through something.
Yeah.
And sometimes naming that weight, that's the first step, the very first step in learning how to carry it differently.
Okay, so I'll dig into that feeling, that productivity thing. Have you ever, looked at your to-do list first thing in the morning and just felt completely defeated before you've even started?
Oh, definitely. Or you sit down at the computer,
Yeah.
right? And the simplest task feels impossible.
Yeah. And your brain immediately goes to, what is wrong with me?
Mm-hmm. Classic.
But here's what's really surprising from the behavioral economics and psychology stuff we looked at. It's probably not that you're lazy. It's more likely what they call cognitive exhaustion or decision fatigue.
Right. It's not just about sleep.
No, it's like your mental gas tank is empty because you've been running on high demand for too long. You've just been on.
And society doesn't really talk about that kind of tired, does it?
Not really. We just judge ourselves. I should be doing more. Everyone else is handling things fine.
Yeah. Or you scroll social media.
Ugh, don't start. The 5 a.m. productivity routines, the perfect homes.
And you just feel smaller and smaller.
Exactly. But the sources are really clear on this. Feeling unmotivated doesn't make you lazy. can't concentrate for a bit doesn't mean you're broken.
And needing rest doesn't make you weak.
Absolutely not.
What's fascinating, too, is how often our bodies know first.
Hmm.
Professor Sharma's work on stress markers shows this.
Yeah.
Your body slows down, you get forgetful, you just resist the constant pressure. It's like your nervous system is quietly but urgently saying, listen.
Maybe you've been juggling intense work or school, or maybe just quietly supporting everyone else.
Yeah, carrying that load for others. Your mind can get stuck in this low-grade fight-or-flight mode some neurobiology sources talk about.
Makes sense.
So genuine rest feels weird, almost threatening.
Yeah.
And the research suggests what you really need then isn't more discipline. It's more kindness.
Kindness to yourself.
Exactly. To just sit with it and say, wow, you've been carrying so much. No wonder you feel this way. There's this powerful idea that comes up again and again in the therapeutic stuff. You can't heal in the same environment that made you sick.
And that environment can be internal too, right? Like our thoughts.
Absolutely. It's that inner voice that says rest is lazy, or silence means failure, or slowing down means you're stuck forever. But the sources redefine rest. It's not the opposite of work. It's part of the work. It's how you recover, how you recalibrate so you can keep going. I've had days like that myself, Staring at a screen, totally blank. Not because I didn't care, but almost because I cared too much for too long without a break.
Yeah, I get that.
And the hardest part wasn't the work I wasn't doing. It was forgiving myself for not doing it.
That guilt.
Exactly. And a lot of our sources really emphasize letting go of that guilt because, like one person wrote, just getting through the day when your heart feels heavy, that is an accomplishment, a big one.
It really is.
You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to deserve it. You're just allowed to stop, to breathe, to do nothing sometimes, and still be worthy.
So instead of why can't I do more, maybe ask, well, what have I already survived? Or what quiet battles have I fought lately? What strength did I show that nobody saw?
Yeah.
This deep dive makes it plain. You're not behind. You're not lazy. You're not a machine.
You're human. You're human. With feelings, limits, needs. And when life gets hard, sometimes the bravest thing is just to rest, without the guilt, without the shame. So maybe let this be like a soft reset, a reminder that your worth isn't your output. You're not what you produce. You're someone who feels deeply, tries quietly, carries a lot. And today, maybe your only job is to be gentle with yourself. Take off that lazy label.
Replace it with something kinder.
Yeah. Like tired, healing, learning, growing. That's enough. It really is.
Okay, this next idea really clicked for me. This feeling like life is some kind of test.
Oh, yeah. That one's big.
Have you ever felt that? Like every challenge, every setback, every delay is a pass-fail thing you have to get right.
Totally. It's exhausting.
It is. And you start thinking, if I were just smarter or stronger or more disciplined, this wouldn't be so hard.
Like life is grading you and you're always coming up short.
Exactly. But what if, and some of the philosophical stuff we read touched on this, what if life isn't a test?
What if it's a season?
Yes. A season, something that changes, that passes, that makes room for different feelings, different versions of you.
Like in nature.
Yeah.
No season lasts forever, right?
Winter feels long, but it ends. Storms pass.
But we forget that about our own lives, don't we? We think, I feel sad now, I'll always be sad. But if you see it as a season, not a test, well, that changes everything.
How so?
Because seasons aren't about proving yourself. They're just about feeling what needs to be felt. Learning, maybe, but not in a pass-fail way.
More like experience.
Experiencing, exactly. Like nature, again, some seasons are for looming, some for resting, some for breaking down, so new stuff can grow later.
So maybe the season you're in right now is cloudy, cold, not what you expected.
Yeah, and maybe you've been trying to figure out the lesson, like there's some hidden meaning you're missing. But what if it doesn't need to make sense right now? What if it just needs your patience?
Just being in it, not fighting it.
Yeah, you don't have to rush it or pretend it's not hard. You can just be here, fully present, fully human. And there's actually a kind of quiet strength in that, isn't there?
How do you mean?
In not running away from whatever season you're in. Staying soft, maybe.
Yeah.
Even when things feel harsh. Trusting that change is happening, even if you can't see it yet.
Like a tree losing its leaves.
Exactly. Think about that. Trees don't panic. They don't try to hold on to the leaves. They just let go. They trust new ones will come eventually.
Can you let go a little bit too?
Let go of what, specifically?
Well, maybe the idea that you have to have it all figured out, the pressure to always be growing, always achieving. Some of the sources on radical acceptance talk about this. You're allowed to just be, to sit in your season and say, okay, this is where I am, and that's enough right now.
That sounds peaceful, but hard.
It can be. I remember a time in my early 20s, I'd quit this job, had nothing lined up. Felt like a total failure.
People ask you, so what are you doing now?
Yeah.
It's just mortifying. But in that quiet, kind of empty space,
Yeah.
something shifted. I started journaling more, taking these long walks with no destination. Just slowed down.
And what happened?
Even though I felt lost, I found this weird sense of peace. Like I wasn't achieving anything outwardly, but I was growing roots. Real roots.
So maybe if you're in a season that feels unclear or unproductive.
Maybe it's not about the results. Maybe it's about returning to yourself. Because seasons pass, right? But they change us quietly, deeply. And if this season is teaching you how to slow down, how to listen, how to be kinder to yourself, that's a gift. It's not a punishment.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pass any tests today. Just keep breathing, keep noticing things, keep being kind to yourself. It's a season. And seasons always, always change.
You know, sometimes, some days, just getting through the day is everything.
No.
Not thriving, not succeeding, not transforming, just surviving it. And honestly, that's way more powerful than people give it credit for.
It really is.
Yeah.
There's this quiet courage, isn't there? It's the kind nobody applauds.
Yeah. The courage to keep going when no one's watching, when everything inside you is just screaming, I can't. I had a day like that a few years back. After sudden loss, I just felt numb, totally numb, sat on my bed staring. It was like 11 a.m., hadn't moved. Felt awful, but also nothing.
Yeah.
I remember whispering, just do one thing, not a list, just one. So I brushed my teeth, then I made tea, then I opened the window. That was it. That was the whole day.
And how did that feel?
Honestly, proud. I was proud of that day because I showed up for it even when I desperately didn't want to.
That's huge.
Maybe you've had a day like that recently. Maybe today is that day. And I just want to say, surviving hard days, it's not small. It's huge. It's this quiet heroism we rarely recognize, but it carries so much weight.
Because the world doesn't stop, does it?
No. Bills come, emails paying, people still need things. And even when your heart aches or your mind's foggy, you somehow keep showing up. Maybe not with energy, but with presence.
That presence matters.
Yeah, it really does. Think about a parent getting up for their kid when they feel broken inside.
Or a student going to class with massive anxiety.
Or someone just managing a smile for a stranger when their own day is dark.
Yeah. The sources on coping strategies say we shouldn't dismiss those moments.
Right. Getting through the day might not feel inspiring in the moment.
But it builds something deep inside. Resilience. Not the loud kind, the quiet kind.
You learn to trust yourself, not because life got easy.
But because you kept going anyway.
Exactly.
And you really don't need to do more to prove you're strong.
No.
That's just staying put is enough. Just breathing. Just showing up. We looked at some research on micro victories, and it was fascinating. Like, some days, healing looks like crying in the shower.
Yeah.
Some days, victory is putting on clean clothes.
Oh, totally.
Some days, strength is just texting a friend, hey, no words today, just checking in.
Those moments count.
They absolutely count. They're real. They matter.
Yeah.
So maybe you feel like you're moving in slow motion right now. That's okay.
It really is.
Mind foggy, heart tired. That's okay too. You're still here.
And sometimes that's the bravest thing.
It truly is. You don't always have to be improving, building, fixing. Sometimes just getting through the day is the work. The deep, invisible work of becoming stronger.
Not loud strong, but soft strong.
Soft, steady, strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if today is one of those days for you, please hear this. You're doing better than you think. You're more capable than you feel right now.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're still breathing, still listening, still trying, that means you haven't given up.
Let that be enough.
Let it be more than enough.
Yeah.
Because you showed up for your life when it was hard.
Yeah.
And that right there, that's power.
So where does this leave us in terms of growth? Because it's easy to think hard times just stop everything, right?
Yeah, like if you're not feeling strong, you must be getting weaker. If you're struggling, you're falling behind.
But the developmental psychology stuff, the resilience studies, they offer a different view, a softer view, that you're still becoming, even when you feel stuck, even when it hurts, even when you can't see any progress.
Something inside is still shifting, slowly, quietly.
Yeah. Growth doesn't always look like moving forward. Sometimes it looks like stillness.
Or rest.
Or rest. Or heartbreak teaching you what actually matters.
There's a part of you learning through the mess, through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And that part, it's getting wiser, softer, more grounded.
You might not see it yet, but hard seasons, they deepen us, don't they?
They really do. They take us places inside ourselves that comfort just never could.
It's like that tree in winter again.
Mm-hmm. Looks bare, empty, maybe even lifeless from the outside.
But underneath?
The roots are growing, deepening. It's not dying, it's preparing.
You are too.
You are too.
Yeah. Maybe this season is humbling you, asking you to slow down, pay attention to things you usually rush past.
Maybe it's not about fixing anything.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just about sitting with your own truth and letting it teach you something.
Even pain can teach you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even silence can reveal something. And sometimes your greatest strength isn't how loud you fight.
But how gently you listen.
Exactly. How patiently you wait, how bravely you stay open, even when your heart is just exhausted.
So feeling lost doesn't mean you're broken.
Not at all.
And your path looking different doesn't mean you're behind.
Yeah.
And needing time doesn't mean you're weak.
It means you're becoming.
Becoming.
Yeah. And becoming isn't always pretty. It's not always Instagram worthy.
Definitely not.
Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes it's just making tiny choices.
Like drinking water, resting, choosing hope again.
Yes. The small things.
Yeah.
But piece by piece, they add up. And slowly, something inside you gets stronger. Not with noise, but with quiet. Not with speed, but with depth. So if today you feel really far from who you want to be, just take heart. The sources on narrative identity, on resilience, they really emphasize this. Your story isn't finished.
This chapter isn't the end.
Not even close. In fact, this might be the very part of your story where things really start to change. Not because life magically gets easier.
But because you're getting deeper.
Exactly, you're getting deeper. So don't rush it. Don't try to skip this season, even if it's hard. Because becoming, it isn't about arriving at some perfect version of you.
What is it about then?
It's about honoring where you actually are right now. And trusting that every hard moment is shaping you into someone more compassionate, more understanding, more whole.
You're still here.
You're still here.
Yeah.
You're still becoming. And that's enough.
So if no one else has said it to you today, I want to say it. I'm proud of you for staying, for listening, for just allowing yourself to be here, even if your heart feels heavy right now.
Yeah. And just to echo what we found in our deep dive, you don't need all the answers yet. You don't have to feel strong all the time.
Yeah.
The main thing is just to keep showing up, gently, honestly, one breath at a time. Some seasons, as we said, they're here to teach us how to soften. Some remind us of our quiet strength. And some, they're just here to be felt, not solved, not escaped, just felt.
So maybe just take a deep breath right now. Feel the weight of the day start to lift, even just a little. Know that you're not alone in these feelings. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to feel. You are absolutely allowed to take up space, even when you're struggling. And if today felt heavy, I really hope this depth dive felt like a small light. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you.
If anything we talked about resonated, maybe share it with someone else who might need to hear it too. Until next time, please take good care of yourself. You're doing better than you know.